And hopefully we will find out this week from our contractor about our foundation, and so we will be able to get started on that hopefully soon. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Our visitors have left, and so we have some time to get working on some projects. So me and Cece, we gotta go run to the land, bring some tools over there that I purchased. And then also this week, B and I are gonna go look at tractors. We're finally going to do it. We need to get a tractor so that I can get some of the implements that I need for some of the projects over at the land. And then hopefully we will find out this week from our contractor about our foundation, and so we will be able to get started on that hopefully soon. The roads are still closed right now to vehicles that have heavy loads on them, so we're just gonna have to wait and see how that pans out, and then we will be able to get going on some of these bigger projects. And so that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna bring you guys along on all this stuff and hope you guys have fun. Hey Cece, are you excited? All right, so I just got over here to the land. We're gonna take a look. I've got to look at how frozen the ground is and some other things for the concrete guys. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I gotta look at some stuff for him, and I gotta get back to him right away so that he knows what we are looking like here at our land. It's been so warm here lately that there is essentially no frost line right now. And so if they can get in here, he said they might be able to get in here as soon as next week or this week. And so we'll just kind of wait and see. I got to look at some stuff for him. And there's a few other things I want to look at here. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. And so we'll take you along. Alrighty. Also, check out the cool new hat my very amazing niece got me. She's such a sweet girl. So I need to essentially check out how frozen the ground is. And as you can tell, the ground's not frozen at all. There is no frost. So hopefully my concrete guy can get in here this week. They've just been keeping an eye on the weather. And if we can get them in here, that'd be awesome. That puts me way ahead of schedule. They can be doing that. Then I can start working on my footings for the barn, which will be right over there. All right, let's just get this going. I'm excited. If we can get this project moving a little faster, then we can get building even faster too. So this is great. And as you guys can tell, there is pretty much no snow on the ground. There's a few patches where there's a little bit, but for the most part, there is no snow left. We're sitting pretty good right now. It definitely is muddy here, but like I was saying, there's pretty much no snow here. We've got potentially some snow coming up in the future here in the next couple days, but it doesn't look like it's anything massive, any huge amounts of snow. Obviously, Cece's loving it. Right? You're happy to be here again. She misses this place. All right, stay with me, girl. But yeah, so as long as we can keep up like this, they're hoping they can get in and get the footings poured for the house. At least that's a start, but I'm not gonna complain. So this is a lot of work that I did a couple weeks ago when I had the skid steer here, or the Mini X here, I mean. I've got one more big burn pile there, one more pile here, and then a couple small piles. And so later this week, I'm gonna light up the rest of these piles and get the rest of this all burned up. We'll make this a lot nicer in here. And then from this grade level down into here, it drops about 4, almost 5 feet. And so we're gonna have to bring a lot of fill in I've got some piles over there in the pond area where I was stripping off the top layer with all the grass and dirt and everything. And so we're gonna bring a lot of that in, compact that in with a bulldozer, and then we'll start taking fill out of the pond, and that'll go in on top of it, just be another layer. And then I've got a couple other areas I want to level out a little more. As I level those out, I'll take that fill in to fill in a lot of these other spots. This level right here to down into here, it actually drops about 6 feet. So we got quite a bit of fill that we need to build up in here. Here is my septic mound, and so we'll have to kind of level down a little bit in here. And then it's okay, Cece. I'm just gonna take you guys over to where the barn's gonna go now here. All right, so we are at the barn now. This is the center of our barn. Got one flag there, and then I believe the other side of the barn is right here. So it's 36 feet going this way by 60 feet. We've got our water lines marked out right here as well. Okay, we've got these pink flags right here are marking out our water lines coming in. So this is where I'll have a shutoff, and it'll be stubbed up into our milking room slash animal care room, whatever you want to call it. And so then we'll have a freeze proof there, another freeze proof on the other side of the driveway all the way down there. And then the water lines will just keep coming right over towards the garden. We have another freeze proof right here. This one is specifically for the garden. So that will be our means of watering the garden. And then as we keep coming towards the house, we've got just the water line marked out. But then inside of our crawl space is where we are going to have our main water shut off for the house. Cece, quit eating that. And so you can see that pink flag down in there, right here. This is where the main shut off for the house is going to be. I'm doing it over in this section of the house for the shut off in the crawl space, specifically because this is where our laundry room is. And so it'll be easy to get access into the crawl space from the house if we need to ever use the water shut off. And then our garage is right here. And so that's where we're going to have our expansion tank for our well. Our water heater will be out there. Whatever water filtration system we decide to use will be in there. And then any other things that we need for the water system will be out there. Cece, come here. She's trying to eat dead things. Yeah, this is exciting. I wasn't expecting to have this news today from my excavator and my concrete guy. And so we will be able to start hitting the ground running pretty soon here, which is super exciting. Well, I gotta head back to the house now. Gotta go run some more errands. I gotta run to the dump, and then we'll see you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the ranch. So we got a couple of things that we're gonna go do today, and so we figure we'll bring you guys along. But first thing, I am getting a flatbed made for my truck, and today is the day I have to go drop it off. I gotta get the cap off here, and then we're gonna take this truck and drop it off at the place that's making the flatbed so they can get all the proper measurements. And I will not have my truck for a couple days. And then after that, we are going to go look at tractors, finally. Woohoo! So we're gonna go do that today. And then we have one more exciting thing that we wanna show you guys. So we're gonna get all this stuff done, and then we'll take you guys with us when we go take a look at tractors. And then our final surprise will be at the end. All right, so we got that all off. Pretty soon we can say goodbye to the stupid dent on my truck. It sucks that I have to do it right now, but I was already planning on doing a flatbed for my truck. I was just gonna wait till next summer to do it. And so it just puts me a little bit ahead of schedule. A flatbed will be tremendously helpful when it comes to building our house this spring. It'll make it a lot easier for loading up materials and stuff like that. And so let's get it done. We'll go drop this thing off in a few minutes and then off to the tractor store. Well, say goodbye to my old friend. You're gonna look much different the next time I see you. Are you happy?
What, that you're getting a new bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for
Okay.
you.
All right, so we just went to go get some coffee, and what are we gonna go do now?
Oh, are we going to look at tractors right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I don't even know what to look for.
And so that is next on our list.
Woo-hoo.
Tractor shopping.
Are you excited, Daniel?
Yay!
Here now.
All right, so we just got to our land.
Yeah, we finished looking at tractors.
Yeah, so they didn't have
that.
Well, we didn't finish yet, but they didn't have the tractor that we're looking at in stock right now, but it is available. And so we're gonna go home and run some numbers and figure out if that's gonna work.
I think it will.
I think it will too. I think we'll be able to get the right attachments that we need in order to do everything that we want to do with it. And so we are here now, though, at our property, and I can share our, I guess, our news.
Surprise?
So, yeah,
Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah, our surprise. I was able to get in touch and talk with our foundation guy yesterday, actually. And since the weather has been really good and the ground is not frozen, we are going to be able to get started on our footings for our foundation. And so we have a few days of bitter cold weather, and then after that we should be able to get started. And since we have a couple days of really cold weather today and tomorrow and then into Friday, he decided to put some insulation blankets down in our footings just to keep anything from freezing, so that as soon as they can get out here after the cold weather, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the end of February in North Idaho.
And we're getting ready to get footings poured. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take you guys out and show you what they did and kind of walk you through the steps that we're gonna be going through, and then we'll go from there. All right, so like I said, they came out with some insulation blankets yesterday, and they were able to cover up the majority of the footings. And so our whole foundation has already been dug. They did this last summer, and we were unable to get this portion of the job done last year. Whoa, let's jump down in the hole. All right, so they went and put all these insulated pad tarp blankets over all the footings, except for there's a few in the middle there that they weren't able to do. As soon as it warms up just a little bit, we'll be able to take this off, dig out, clean out the footings just a little bit so that they can start framing in for the footings. And the ground is still soft under me. I'm digging so it's still soft. So hopefully this covering it up will just keep it from freezing for the next couple days, and then we'll be able to get right to work and getting this all done. And so this is our garage right here. So these are the garage footings, and then the rest of these are just for the main house. And instead of doing beams with posts, we're going to have all of our footings be continuous footings, and I'm going to frame in knee walls just to make it a little bit easier on me, since I'm going to be doing this build by myself. I'll be able to frame all those in a lot easier than having to work with some super long, heavy microlam beams. Yeah, as soon as the weather breaks just a little bit, which by the weekend it should already be starting to warm up, then they can get in here and start framing in all this, and then we can get ready to start pouring the footings. And then from there, we can just start doing our crawl space walls, and they're gonna do all that too. They're gonna frame all that in and pour that, and they've got a nice crew that can do that, where it would take me a lot longer. And I would have liked to have tried to have done the foundation myself, and I was really thinking about it. But now, especially with the upcoming baby this this summer or fall. It just wouldn't be an efficient use of my time to try and take care of this by myself. And so that is why I'm having another company do this aspect of it, so that I can get in here and start framing a lot quicker than if I was doing it myself. If anybody needs or would like the information for the contracts that I'm using up here in North Idaho, leave a comment or just let me know and I can get you their information. They are awesome to work with. I've been super happy with all the work that they've done for us, and so I would be happy to give their name along as a reference. Yeah, so that's the exciting news. So I was not expecting us to be able to get going on our footings as soon as we are now. And so that is our surprise. It's a surprise for us and a surprise for you guys too. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more footage coming up soon here. And I'll be out here as soon as they're here and we'll start recording. We'll take you guys along on this ride so you guys can see all the steps of the process and what they're doing. And then from there, we'll just keep building it. So we're pretty amped about this and can't wait for this to get done so that the next step can start. So peace out.